watch people I've loved die. Some fast with a bullet, some not enough left to bury.
Hey everyone, Michelle Alexandria coming at you with your review of Rambo Last Blood. What can I say about this movie? It is Rambo. I have a long history with Rambo and Sylvester Stallone movies, and I love him. I love me some Stallone, and there's not really much you can say about this movie because it's Rambo. It's bloody. It's gory. Bad guys be got. What more do you need to know about Rambo? The one thing I was kind of laughing about when I was watching this movie is that if I was a bad guy, I would be a damn fine bad guy because I would be like Kaiser Soze. If I kill someone, I'm going to wipe out the entire family. I don't want anyone coming at me with revenge in their heads. And if I'm a bad guy, I would try to Google the people I'm fucking with. I would be like, okay, this person's a nobody, they're safe. But if, John Rambo or John Wick's name come up, I'm gonna be like, you know what? You be you, I'll be me. We would just keep it. You stay in your lane, I'll stay over here. I am not gonna screw with you. But nope, bad guys never get that memo. And in the age of YouTube and Google, a simple Google search will save you a lot of hassle. Or at the very least, if you have a guy in your hand, if you beat a guy down, you kill them. You don't tell them, hey, I'm a bad guy. I have your loved one, and because you disrespected me, I'm gonna put my mark in your face, and then originally I did not care about your loved one. They were just another girl I was trafficking. But because you came up in here, you came up into Mexico, into my hood, and raised some heck and disrespected me, I'm going to pay special attention to your loved one, and I'm going to force you to live so you can live with the knowledge every day that you are responsible for your loved one dying. That I pay special attention to her because of you. Now you get on out of here. You say that to John Rambo, and you're like, you're done for it. You're done for it at this point. And the great thing about Rambo is they make the villain so evil with the capital E, that when Rambo goes medieval on them in the last 30 or 40 minutes of the movie, it is a glorious thing to watch. The first hour of the movie is basically Rambo just sitting on his farm, just doing playing around with his horses, and basically his surrogate daughter is named Gabrielle, and I was trying to figure out the relationship between those two. I mean, there's love, obviously, and she called him Uncle John, but I actually think she was probably like the maid's granddaughter or something, and they came to live with John to keep house at a young age. That's kind of like the backstory I'm inventing in my head, but that backstory is never really properly explained, but there was definitely a connection between the two, and I thought Yvette Marrell, I think her name is, who played Gabrielle, she was really good in this. I mean, she did that kind of vulnerability thing really well. She looked up to John Rambo, and the first 40 or 50 minutes of the movie is spent establishing that relationship, and they do a really nice job, so that when she goes to Mexico to look for her deadbeat father, everyone's like, don't go to Mexico, don't do it, he's a deadbeat, he doesn't care, don't do it. But of course she's headstrong, so she crosses the border, goes into Mexico, and her friend sets her up to basically be trafficked, and Rambo finds out. He goes in after her, and that's the movie. There's not really much to say about Rambo. I just really love this movie because there are a lot of moments in the last 40 minutes when you're like, this is just classic John Rambo, where he's setting traps. He has this entire tunnel underneath his farm, tunnel system underneath his farm. He based a trap for these Mexican drug dealers and everything, and he just goes all out. He goes all in on these people. I mean, it's the classic Rambo traps, classic Rambo horror movie traps, where basically he sets landmines all over his property. He sets there are moments where the bad guys kind of like fall into a pit, like spikes, and then add insult to injury, he goes in and shoots them up anyway. He chops people's heads off, and when he breaks out the bow, you're like, woo, woo, woo. So Rambo Has Blood gives you everything you want in an old, and this is awesome. This is an awesome old school action movie with all practical effects and action the way they used to do it back in the day, and I just ate it up with a spoon because Sylvester Stallone Sylvester Stallone is at his Stallone-iest here. I mean, he's old, he's grizzled, he's mumbling his words like he used to, because at one point Sylvester turned himself into a really good actor who could speak, and now he's back to like just mumbling and growling and like, I am Rambo and everything else. It was just really good. There's just not much story to talk about here. I mean, it's Mexican people. His surrogate daughter went to Mexico to find her father. Father turns her down. Her friend sets her up to be trafficked, and sells her to sex trafficking ring. Rambo goes to try to get her back, and that's the movie. And then he goes on a revenge kick once he dies. And that's everything you need to know about Rambo. Like, it's an amazing movie in terms of, is it an Oscar contender? No. Is it a standard A movie in the sense that, it has amazing direction and a story that makes a lot of sense? No. But I would still give it an A because for what it's trying to do, it succeeds, and it succeeds brilliantly. I mean, it's a Rambo movie. It's everything you want in a Rambo movie, and that's all you can ask for out of this movie. Sorry if this feels a little half-assy, but there's not much to say. It's Rambo. I love Rambo. Go see it if you're a fan of Rambo. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
I want revenge.
Ride till I can't no more. Nobody tell me nothing.
I want them to know that death is coming. And there's nothing they can do to